welcome. Today we're going to change the dynamic of this channel because I'm going to tell you some mysterious story of Mexico City. Okay, let's begin. In some parts of Mexico, when a family member feels sick or a baby is about to be born, it's very common to go to a healer. And what is a healer? Well, they are people who are dedicated to healing through natural remedies like plants and other things, or some rituals without having a medical degree. Some might even say that they have supernatural powers, and people usually go to with them because it's believed that they have a connection with gods, sorry, spirits or saints. In addition to the fact that they can supposedly see any disease either on a physical or spiritual level. Perhaps you don't find the relationship between physical and spiritual things, or simply you don't believe in this. However, Jacobo Greenberg, a famous Mexican scientist, don't think the same. Okay, okay, at this part of the story, I need to read because there are too much details, and I can remember them so well. Well, I will read them. I'm sorry. Born of December 12, 1946 in Mexico City, Jacobo Greenberg Sildenbaum developed a genuine interest in the human mind after his mother died. This inclination led him to enroll in psychology at the National Autonomous University of Mexico, UNAM, and study psychophysiology at the Brain Research Institute in New York. After becoming a doctor, Greenberg returned to his country and focusing his efforts on spiritual research, witchcraft research, telepathy research, and shamanism research. Jacobo met Pachita during one of his visits to Los Pinos when he used to visit the president's sister to give her meditation classes. Doña Margarita, in exchange, will financiate the creation of the National Institute for the Study of Consciousness. There, Pachita provides her services as a healer to politicians and generals, also soldiers as well. The scientist's life changed after meeting the healer, since he became more interested in this branch of shamanism and magical subjects. When he discovered that there were no limits. And who is Pachita? Bárbara Guerrero, alias Pachita, was born in 1900 in Parral, Chihuahua. Abandoned by her parents, Pachita was raised by an Afro-descendant named Charles, who taught her to observe the stars and to heal. Later, Pachita joined to the ranks of the revolutionary Francisco Villa, where she fought. Pachita also was a cabaret artist and a lottery ticket seller and a singer on public transport. Pachita's fame spread in the 1970s when her office in the enigmatic Casa de las Brujas in the Roma neighborhood was attended by characters from all social classes, as we said, like politicians, generals, and other people. There, Pachita performed miraculous surgeries that consisted of opening the patient with an old knife, extracting damaged organs, and placing a new one materialized through a wonder. The explanation that she gave about her abilities is that the healings were done by the spirit that possessed her, who claimed it. It is Cuauhtémoc, the last Aztec emperor, and not actually her. Heart, liver, and any other organs operation were performed fearlessly every Friday by the shaman, who assisted by the several assistants, used candles, oils, herbs, bandages, scissors, a saw, and the old hunting knife that she used in all her surgeries. She operated on people without using anesthesia or antibiotics, and no one ever died on her. As soon as she finished extracting a diseased organ or sewing a bone, she would raise her arm, praying and begging to God for a cure. Suddenly and out of nowhere, her renewed biological mother appeared on her open hand. So she begged for God um, organ, and the organ materialized in her hand. He immediately placed it in a correct place with a simple push. The lady, according to the witnesses, had the power to materialize and dematerialize things. Greenberg said in his book that one of the scenes that struck him the most at Pachita's house was when she operated a girl in a vegetative state with a cerebral cortex transplant. So this is a fragment of Greenberg's book. Is the point of view of him, and he says what he saw in that operation and all the things that happened. Okay, with a saw, she trepanate the head of the patient. Immediately using the hunting knife, she entered her, made a lateral and extractive movement, removing a piece of organ. She deposited that bloody mass on a table, and later, from a plastic bag, she extracted tissue similar to the amputee, fresh in appearance and pink, because it's a healthy organ, so it is pink. Rocking it close to her mouth, she spoke to the organ, "Live, live, live." Immediately afterwards, she inserted into the hole left by the already removed cancerous crust. She saturated and bandaged her head. Shortly after, the girl began to have voluntary movements. This girl was a 10-year girl, and she was in a vegetative state because in some operation or medical treatment, The doctors put too much anesthesia on her, so her brain was bad, and she can speak, she can move, she can go to the bathroom as a normal person. So the parents of this girl go with Pachita and, well, asking for help, and she helped them. After the surgery, after the operation that Pachita do, the girl began to move, to um, make a little noises, like trying to speak, and, well, she is recovered. After publishing the two books about the healer, the manifestation of being, and the shamans of Mexico, Pachita, Jacobo Greenberg mysteriously disappeared, and even today there is no clue of his steps. Pachita passed away on April 29 of 1979, long before the disappearance of Jacobo Greenberg. Okay, for the last, the effectiveness of Pachita's works was corroborated by researchers from various disciplines. In addition to the disappeared Jacobo Greenberg, there were more persons go went to Pachita's place and saw all the procedures that she do with her patients. One of the person that go went with her was Alberto Villoldo, who was a Cuban archaeologist and a doctor. Also Salvador Freixedo, a Spanish paranormal investigator. Alejandro Jodorowsky, a Chilean writer. Stanley Kipner, sorry if I don't pronounce it well. He was an American psychologist, and among others, and naturally who were healed her patients. So this is a summary of this topic. Pachita's topic is a very interesting topic. I I I really love make this video, because I don't know, it's very interesting, and, well, I don't speak too much about this topic, because I didn't think that all the information that is about this shamanist will fit in a 5 minutes video, so I will cut it here. I hope you like it, and I don't know, see you in the next video. Perhaps you don't find the relationship between the physical and the spiritual things, or simply you don't believe in this video.